On a day when so many Americans gather at home, we are reminded how many thousands are without one. Many cities are looking for new ways to help homeless populations, and one organization in San Diego has come up with a particularly unique solution. From PBS station KPBS, Susan Murphy has the story.
For dozens of children in San Diego, a city parking lot covered in tents is the best option they have right now for a home.
They feed us, they give us clothes, they give us shoes.
10-year-old Azara Anjos was sleeping in a downtown park before moving to the homeless transitional camp with her parents and 6 siblings.
It wasn't very comfortable because we would lay in the grass, but then we would have to move off the grass and onto concrete because the you know what they're called, the sprinklers would come on. But the lights at the park never turned off, so it was like, turn off. So we all put our heads under the blankets.
At 4.5 feet tall with brown shoulder-length hair and big brown eyes, Anjo says from the moment she moved into her new green tent, she has felt cared for.
They don't really treat us like we're in a bad situation, and I don't act like we're in a bad situation or think we're in a bad situation. I think we're actually in a house, because that's how they treat us.
The temporary campsite is filled with nearly 150 tents, along with showers and toilets, hand-washing stations, and shuttle transportation. There are also on-site health workers, housing navigators, and meals. One of the most popular amenities is a play area with toys and games for kids. That's because of the 200 people who live at the camp, almost a quarter of them are children.
They're safe. That's the key.
Alpha Project CEO Bob McElroy, who manages the camp, says the large number of children was not expected.
We had no idea that we'd be at 40 kids and 10 families or so, but we're making it happen. The kids help out around here. They're dolls, and living in not the best case scenario, but they're safe. They have access to health care. We get some decent meals in here.
McElroy has worked to help homeless people for 30 years. He says the children have given him a renewed purpose and somewhat of a new role.
Grandpa.
They seem to understand he's the one providing their lifeline.
This?
That door.
Oh, inside that door?
Yeah.
I don't go in there because those people in there, they try and make me work. I'd rather hang out here with you.
McElroy says overall, the camp is running smoothly thanks to his staff of 30. They work around the clock taking care of people and keeping resources flowing.
I'm trying to get the lunches here, kids, and everybody's hungry.
But he says there have been plenty of challenges, including transporting 200 people to downtown and getting kids to school and back.
But when I come down and hang out with the kids, it keeps me showing up.
Children are not the typical face of San Diego's homeless population. They're rarely seen panhandling or pushing overstuffed carts. But a count taken in January found nearly 1,000 homeless children in the county, with more than 150 sleeping on the streets. Christine Wade and her 6 children, with one on the way, have been struggling with homelessness for 3 years. The family moved into the camp the morning it opened.
It was a beautiful moment because being out there's too hard, So when they came to get us, it was like a moment of finally,
Wade, a 31-year-old San Diego native, says the kids are sleeping pretty well and getting their daily routine down. That includes school and preschool.
I'm grateful for everything that we get, because I didn't think that I was going to get help ever. I thought I was going to continue to just try to make it on my own.
It's a sentiment shared by many at the camp. Families say they're pulling together to help one another.
It's nice for the kids to be able to talk to other kids and the parents to be able to talk to other parents.
35-year-old Abra Tao and her family also moved into the camp 2 weeks ago.
We are in a better place than on the streets, but there's still people with issues, and it can be concerning.
She and her 2 daughters, ages 5 and 7, sleep in one tent. Her husband sleeps in his own tent in a section with other men. During the first few days, Tao says she was worried about how this experience would impact her children, but not so much anymore.
They are going to change the world. They are learning right now what I'm learning at 35. And they are smart and strong, and that's what they're going to get out of it.
Little Azara Anjos has been writing about her camp experience and interviewing people she meets.
She has blue eyes, only sings for fun.
She'll likely live at the campground a couple more months until her family can transition into a place with a front door and walls. She says she'll always remember the friends she made and the time she lived amid rows of tents.
How grateful I am for and how well they took care of me, and how well they took care of my family and treated us.
For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Susan Murphy in San Diego.